Last time we spoke about private equity and whether or not there's a fit for a vendor in the sense of, well, what areas do they focus on, and also the overall size of the type of transactions that they might do. The other factor we want to consider today is the source of funds, and put it all together, there's numerous combinations and permutations. But we're going to focus on 3 examples, just one today and a couple next time that we get together. So for today, think about the larger private equity groups. These are ones that are going to source their funds from the public markets, pension funds, high net worth individuals, perhaps insurance companies. They're going to have quite large equity funds with which to play, massive in some cases. And that money is going to be committed, and they'll have the discretion to disperse it and make acquisitions within their stated criteria. Now, because the funds are committed, there's going to be pressure on them to put that money to work and generate returns. So a couple of things about these particular funds that are important to know, and there's 4 drivers. And one of them is that they do require a good rate of return. They're going to be buying larger, more sophisticated entities that are desirable in the market and typically competing for it. So how do you get your higher return? They'll make use of leverage in many, many cases. The other is, as we mentioned before, they're motivated not to let the money sit there. They're going to want to show that there's returns coming, cash on cash returns, which means they have to put the money to work. Don't get me wrong, they're still very disciplined, but by necessity, they're going to look at a lot of transactions, run it through their models, and look to make those investments. The other side of it as well is they will need a clear path to liquidity. The reason is twofold. One is the folks doing investments on behalf of their insurance fund and whatnot will want to be able to demonstrate that they're getting a good rate of return. So in about a 5 or 10 year horizon, they want to be able to lock in those returns. And the professional managers at the funds as well are going to want to be able to earn their bonus. And they earn their bonus based on providing returns to their investors. So this particular class of private equity group, they're great potential partners and buyers, and they're extremely experienced, able to add a lot of value, have deep pockets. However, before you approach them, you have to be sure all your T's are dotted or crossed and your I's dotted, and you've got everything laid out and properly positioned. Next, we're going to talk about 2 other types of private equity based on sources of funds. Thanks.